You been playing it? Hey everyone, we're back. I have not got it yet because Arena said he would be purchasing it for me, so I was like, I can't turn that down.
I will tell you nothing about it other than it's been fun.
That's what I like to hear. You got pretty good taste in games, and I trust your judgment more than I trust random people on the internet.
Do you like?
I mean, you jump around at games a lot, but generally the games you jump around to are pretty decent.
That's true.
A ton of Stadia.
Exclusive. Boy.
You know, people are like, oh, I knew the Stadia would fail from the get-go, but I actually really wanted the Stadia to succeed.
I can honestly admit that I didn't care at all.
Well, I wanted
But
it to
it's good that
succeed.
you wanted it to succeed.
I wanted it to succeed
Well,
because...
it just like disappeared on my
Oh,
screen.
there we go. Anyway. Okay, here, come. Sorry for this. Credit for this. I wanted it to succeed because... that idea of gaming is not a bad thing. It's just, it doesn't align with the current model of internet that people can afford.
You just need better internet, like way better. Dude, I turned my... So we're thinking of moving upstairs. And my roommate's moving out. We're thinking of moving up to take the 2 rooms upstairs instead of what we have now. And like, the only thing that's holding us back is like, we need to have wired connections up there because like, I mean, at least to play games on, like, you can't, like, I tried to play Overwatch on wireless and I'm right next to the router. I tried to play Overwatch on wireless yesterday or the day before, and it was the most humorous experience I could possibly imagine.
Oh?
I was like flying all over the screen. I picked Doomfist because I knew it would be a great example of like whether my connection was good or not.
Is there,
So I was like flying through the sky, bouncing all over the map. Things were happening like 20 seconds after I hit the button. It was ridiculous.
Is there a lot of stuff in your house that like interrupts the wireless connection? Because when I lived with those fucking 9 other people, not only was the internet bad for that reason, but the wireless signal was just so bad because it had like all of this.
I don't think so. Like, I'm right next to the router too. Like, my computer's like right here, so it shouldn't be a problem. If it were going to be a problem, if it weren't going to be a problem, like, this would be the place. So, like, what we want to do is like see if they can move the modem upstairs so we can plug in.
Yeah.
Like, we can use wireless to like do work or do homework or something, but you can't use it to play video games. It's not online. It's impossible.
I mean, when video games are your prime source of entertainment, that's still kind of a problem.
Yeah, so I'm gonna get in contact with the internet company and see like what they say, and if they say we can move it or like they know a way to do that, like run a cable up there or something, we'd move up there in a second, I think.
One of the things I want to do at this place when I buy it is run wiring through it that allow me to go up here to quests. That allow me to just hardwire into any point, and I can be connected to them by hardware. Set those up. Be pretty simple. Excellent. We reached this NPC. It's time to party.
Oh, excuse me. Something in the air. Spores, I think. Name's Wintag. I'm working on the Republic Taresian Archival Database. We call it RepTad. I'm assigned to explore the old city myself, but I'm not handling the change of atmospheres very well. I don't suppose you'd be up for a little job exploring the ruins?
No.
We're well funded, so I can pay you for your trouble.
I'd be
What
happy.
was that first part? I didn't hear anything before the word pay.
If you can do this, the Republic will be falling over themselves to reward you.
Didn't answer the
I'm
question.
talking about finding the archive set up by Taris's own government to preserve their knowledge and culture in the event of disaster. I've been working on this for years, and I believe I've finally pinpointed the location of their archive.
Just tell me where and I'll bring it back for you.
From the records, it sounds like it may be more than a simple data file. I've tried to approach the location before, but it is positively overrun with Rakghouls. I couldn't get close. If you could get past them, let my assistant know how to arrange retrieval, Her constitution is stronger than mine.
Alright. Lily, start your rave before we talk to this.
Okay. But first, I just want to say one thing that's not related to Bravely Default 2, but ISO and I have been calling all the main characters by their Bravely Default 1
Would
names.
you like a chance to be part of one of the great mysteries
Good.
of the Republic's past? We have irrefutable proof that Revan once sheltered here, soon after returning to the Republic from the Sith. There are many tales of how Revan rescued Bastila Shan and changed galactic history, but there were smaller lives touched as well.
You're talking like these are people I should know about.
Revan, the great Jedi General of the Mandalorian Wars, who turned to the dark side but was brought back to the light by Master Bastila Shan? Shameful. This is why the galaxy needs research like mine, to bring history to life for its people. 300 years ago, the outcasts of Taris lived deep below the city, where the Rakghoul plague originated. Revan's journals record bringing them a cure for the plague and leading them to the secure colony called the Promised Land. Yet we don't know if they survived.
Are you asking me to look for a lost colony from 300 years ago?
Or any sign of what became of them. My assistant is coordinating excavations. Anything you find, bring to him. Perhaps these promised ones left some record, something to talk to us across the ages.
Nope, they didn't. Saying, are there any games that you enjoyed playing with your family members growing up?
Oh man, I pressed 3 to decline the quest when I found out it was about Revan, and then it didn't cancel yours, and I was very sad.
Oh. Sir, please, sir. I can't raise anyone on the communicator. Everything's gone wrong. We've lost contact with Project Quell at the lower ground labs. I'm supposed to study those Rakghoul creatures. They kept a whole pack of them there. The scientists wanted to study the Rakghouls' behavior, try to find weakness we could use.
I just got here. Bring me up to speed.
All I know is nobody's answering my check-ins. There was a power surge not long ago. Maybe that opened the Rakghoul pens. None of our scientists have come out. But if they reach the lab's panic room, they might still be alive. Please, you have to find them.
I'll do everything I can.
Here, this code will on Project Close. Just don't let your guard down. I don't know what you'll find down there. Good luck. Sorry, I was looking at that. Tayo, thank you. I appreciate that. Okay. I will look at them after stream here and get them put into the video. Okay, let's go north and do to Transport Station 5. It looks like there's a few things in there. Or maybe we should go... No, let's go east, because there's a rave here. Perfect. Hi, Tayo. How you doing, by the way? Anyway, Sane says that he and his grandma used to play a lot of Tetris 2 and Dr. Mario, and Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine. You were one of the few other people I know that has actually played Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine. Most people I know of the game, but never played it.
I didn't have Sega. Was it on Sega?
Yeah, it was on Sega.
I never owned a Sega. I had a friend who had the Sega online thing where you could like get whatever game you wanted to play. That was pretty sick.
Yeah. Wasn't it part of one of the Sega collections that came out?
I don't know.
Your grandma's more of a real gamer than most of my friends, apparently. Or at least like old-timey games. Oh, yeah, my mom loved Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine. She loved all those type of games, though. Like, she really liked the fucking Yoshi's Cookie game and that other Mario game that with like Yoshi and that had a similar setup to those style of games. Good Chester. Let me know if I need it. Yep, I'll take a listen and let people know when they need to upgrade or fix stuff. I might need you to send me an audio file of something in the middle of the first take you took for the thing, because the rest of it lines up perfectly. There's just one little bit where I think you speak a little too slow for it. But that's not a huge deal, and I might just leave it because it catches up and syncs perfectly, so...
Do you want us to be trying to time it with the text box?
Say that again?
Do you want us to be timing this with the text boxes, or
No.
is it just like one individual one takes too long? Wait, is it auto-scrolling?
Tiles is a bit different. His auto-scrolls.
Ooh, get destroyed, I guess.
Yeah, whereas everybody else, I gave them a buffer with 2 seconds for each voice line based on how fast you want to speak. Because it wasn't auto-scrolling. Dragon Quest Puyo Puyo would have been good. My coworker just messaged me. He says gonna shovel, then head out. No, let me know when he gets here. Okay, we're gonna be taking a short break when he gets here because I gotta go downstairs and pick up what he's bringing me, and then.
Are you DPS right now?
No.
Where's your ion canister? Wait, is that even a thing anymore in this game? Or like the tank thing?
I don't know. I got riot gas I can throw out. I got neural jolt where I can taunt enemies, I guess. I leveled up though. 38.
39.
A game about cats. It includes all. It's included in all the Sega collections that keep coming out. Okay. I would have loved it. Like, if they just would fucking just give Dragon Quest more of a chance back in the day, like we'd have more awesome Dragon Quests over here. But like, I'm fully confident of that. You know what I don't like about gamers today?
What?
Conflicting statements. For example, people hate on Final Fantasy. Hang on, we gotta get this stage. Anyway, people hate on Final Fantasy because it apparently has lost its identity.
Oh, because they don't want their game to evolve in any way past like the first generation of games.
Yep, and then they complain that Dragon Quest sticks to a formula. And I've heard that both things from the same person, same two people, and then multiple people mirroring that respect on Twitter. But two people I know have said that. Right? Like, I don't care if you don't like modern Final Fantasy, or even if you don't like Dragon Quest. Although I question your taste in games if you don't like Dragon Quest. But as long as you guys play the game and decide you don't like it, that's what I like. I have a friend who fucking hates Final Fantasy VII. He's never played Final Fantasy VII. Lost Odyssey. I still haven't played Lost Odyssey, though. It's somebody on my in the community has They were like, all right, I want you to purchase this. All right, I want you to play this or Odin's Sphere. And I'm like, okay, I'll roll the dice. And he's like, yeah, roll the dice, and we'll see what we get. Odin's Sphere 1. See, I liked Final Fantasy 15. I really did. It's just, it's anywhere near my favorite Final Fantasy game. Especially Endgame. I didn't bother doing all of the post-game stuff. First off, you didn't need to do any of it for the platinum. But the DLC shit, that's what makes me mad. Silly and I were talking about that earlier. I am also really interested in 16. But but yeah, people complain that Final Fantasy changes and doesn't use the same model for every game and doesn't stick to a tradition. But then they complain that Dragon Quest does. When Dragon Quest actually does branch out a lot, it just does it in its spin-off games, which I agree maybe Final Fantasy would have been better off doing, but it's okay.
Oh, do we?
Yes.
Wait.
Oh, yeah, let's kill some more Rakghouls. May as well since we're here.
These ones are random.
Yep. So yeah, 16 is going to be more action-oriented, silly. It's being the combat is directed by the guy who did Devil May Cry 5.
Oh my goodness.
Ryota Suzuki, is that the guy who did Devil May Cry 5, Tayo, or? I don't know the names of a lot of these. And Dragon's Dogma. Okay, so yeah. There you go. I think that's here, right? We need to speak with Dr. Zolaren. Is he here or... Yeah, they're in there. My character partying this. Weird.
Sec, probably. That'd be my guess.
Yeah, that's how I feel the same is. I would prefer if they had kept it turn-based, but I don't dislike action games, so, you know, I'll deal with it. I still enjoy the game. Like, Resident Evil 7, I do not care for the first-person aspect of the game. I wish they had kept it third-person. That was an identity that Resident Evil had, that other games didn't execute very well, but then they went over to first-person, which Resident Evil 7 is a great game. I enjoyed it, but I still don't want, like, the first-person.
Up and at 'em.
Kampujakinanu, Kinama Amkabina Wam Karak.
Rescuers, friendly faces, well armed. Dr. Zolaren, lead of Project Quell. Apologies for such inconvenience. Security systems active. Excellent, most excellent. We go safely. Much is owed for this. Sure.
I just saw a tweet that said it's a picture of RuneScape 1 and someone in the game is just them saying this is just like Genshin Impact.
Yes. Yeah, a lot of people were saying that about the fucking Pokemon game, Pokemon Legends. But you know what? I am excited about Pokemon Legends.
I am kind of like not that as into, like, I don't think there's anything wrong with, like, let's say Sword and Shield and this new Legends game. Like, I'm just like, I feel like I'm not that into Pokemon anymore.
That could be.
That's like a game I want to play. Maybe I would play it, but like I think I've just admitted that to myself. Like I played the beginning of Shield and I just like I wasn't like obsessed with it the way I had been in the past.
I agree with that assessment of Sin. And yeah, silly, and that's fine too. I still enjoy a good Pokemon MOP, but I'm not as into it as I used to be. Like when I was done Sword and Shield, I was done Sword and Shield. I never actually went and bought the DLC for it. I might if I ever stream the Pokemon series, but I never really went back to do the DLC for the Giant's Isle or whatever. Although they have 2 new Reggie forms on there that I should probably get just for that. And on Pokemon Go, they released Shiny Mew, which this is like the 2nd or 3rd time they've ever done that.
Shiny Mew.
Yep, and by they I mean Game Freak, not Pokemon Go. The first time it's ever been on Pokemon Go.
What's the what does it look like?
Mew is blue.
Interesting.
Yeah, they also released Shiny Ditto, and I got one the other day, which was pretty funny because Wintry was talking to me, and she's like, I have a quest to find a Ditto, and I can't find this fucking thing. And then I go and catch a Shiny Ditto. Like, almost immediately after we were talking about it.
That's funny.
That was pretty. Regic's Run Output. Yeah. This. Turn in the dog tag.
Yo, get 40 done, bro. Increases the damage dealt by shrap bomb by 5% and reduces the energy cost of speed shot by 1 per tick.
I'll set this an upgrade.
That's a cause for celebration.
So he's gonna be getting really good use out of that, guys. And I approve. Ah, sick. Look at my armor now, Sully.
You look pretty cool. I want to see what my new stuff looked like. That I got.
Yeah. I decided for this character I'm just gonna wear whatever I get. We can look like a mismatched trooper. What you got? There you go.
My helmet?
Yeah. Alright, level 39. Okay, so we got a heroic mission. Pick up. Lord Murdoch.
Take a friendly warning. There's worse critters on this planet than Rakghouls. No, I ain't no coward. I've hunted sand demons on Tatooine, fought Sith during the war on Coruscant. Clearing the wildlife on Taris seemed like an easy gig. These creatures ate a whole team of Jedi for lunch. What are we supposed to do except be dessert?
What creatures? Something attacked the Jedi?
Something that makes Rakghouls look downright cute and cuddly. Should have known when they said the Jedi got wiped out. What am I supposed to do that half a dozen Jedi can't? I don't know if those monsters ate the Jedi and barfed up the Force, but they were using powers like I've never seen.
I'll make sure these creatures spread no further.
Ain't you just the noble one? You go after those monsters, just be careful. They're smart. People smart. Let me know what happens, so I can convince them not to send me back in.
Sure.
How Jedi are supposed to be like these elite dudes, and they're just getting bodied everywhere.
Look, the Old Republic was a
Somehow
different
have
time, alright?
That's not how it works. I don't think that's how it works.
I mean, according to Darth Bane, that's
Jedi
how it
were
worked.
literally better than they are now.
According to Darth Bane, that's how it worked.
Yeah, well, what does he know?
Enough to know that the Sith were weaklings.
Get out while you can. There's nothing they can pay to make this job worth it. I hope you all have your own ship, or you'll be stuck here like the rest of us. Like Rakghouls aren't bad enough. They need to start breeding in the middle of a blasted nuclear reactor. Makes them twice the size and mean.
That made no sense at all. Try again.
Name's Laris Kowzak. The Republic hired us to clear this wasteland for settlement. What a joke. I went into the Rakghoul Warren right over that way, with 24 men. I'm the only one who crawled out alive. They're swimming in radiation. They've mutated into monsters that don't slow down even when you blast their brains onto the wall.
These creatures must be cleared out.
I couldn't agree more, as long as I'm not the one doing it. If they aren't destroyed down to the last beast, the whole settlement will be a graveyard. Once you're done, if you live, talk to Androclus Methodius there. He's heading up this task force.
I gotta say, call me crazy, but I've learned not to trust anyone that called Darth. So, the thing about Darth Bane is his perspective had nothing to do really with the light side. His books were all about what was going on in the inner workings of the Sith. And he basically discovered that all Sith are essentially so weak because there's so many of them, and the weaker ones are banding together and killing the stronger ones, making the dark side weaker as a whole. So he essentially went around and killed all of the Sith, and down to the last two, and developed the rule of two. Which is funny, in the Star Wars Episode 1 movie, they don't talk about Darth Bane, but in the book they actually talk about him quite a bit. Yoda and Windu have a conversation about the rule of two, and like they mention it in the movie, but in the book they expand upon it and talk about how it was developed by Darth Bane. Which actually is really confusing when you think about it, because Darth Bane developed the rule of two about 100 years before before Yoda was born, right? And then the Sith hadn't been seen until Darth Maul decided to show his face at the Darth City decided to show Darth Maul's face.
Are you trying to make the claim that there are continuity errors in Star Wars?
Yes, but it's okay to talk about this continuity error.
Are you sure?
Because
there are continuity errors in Star Wars.
Yeah, what I'm saying is, there's no way Yoda and them would even know that the rule of two exists unless the Sith had shown themselves to tell them that the rule of two was a thing.
Yeah.
But that said, the High Republic, we might get to see a young Yoda, which is pretty cool.
Oh, is this guy a champ? Hell yeah. Let's go.
That's why I'm over here. We're gonna fight this guy. Well, he wasn't that strong. I thought his chain lightning was gonna hurt more. Did it.
I do wish, I mean, I know there wasn't this, they didn't have it in Final Fantasy 14 for a long time either, but the ability to put, like, your own dots at the beginning of the debuff list.
Yeah, there's something on the ground here. Alright, are we supposed to look for holojournals here? Guess we are.
We are here on a mission of mercy. I am recording this holojournal to preserve our efforts for posterity. All evidence indicates that Rakghouls are not beasts, but formerly sentient victims of a plague that mutates the body and mind. It was Sith science that created the plague. And where the Force has corrupted, perhaps the Force can also heal.
Sure! Alright, so are these other journals around this area, or are they inside?
I don't know.
Let's put our cursor up. Alright, so it looks like the journals are around this area.
I hope they're all that small.
They probably are all that small. Hey, X! Hey, excellent, silly.
We have set our camp near a Rakghoul lair, but have had little luck making contact with the creatures. We take heart that our theories are sound, for there is a palpable dark side presence coming from the lair. It is that influence we must combat to turn back the plague.
Remember in A New Hope when Obi-Wan and Darth Vader fight and Obi calls Vader Darth? I still think about it every time, like, why would you call someone by that title? You know, that's a good question. So to be fair, I still call silly Darth.
True.
X, how are you doing? How's your day treating you? What you up to? Have you eaten hamburgers today by chance? Sorry, cough.
Ever since I got that, like, talent that made it so that my energy regens, like, a little bit every time my dots tick, like, my life has been so much better.
Right?
Before that, I would, like, be completely out of energy, like, 14 seconds into any fight.
Exactly 14 seconds?
I don't know. It depends. If it was AoE, it'd be even less.
I was gonna say, is that your FF14 training? New one? A weird blue glowing spot.
I think they're, like, very close to the markers, probably. I'm going over here. How big are these radiuses? Yeah, they should be like... I bet there's one in this little camp right here where we were. We just didn't know.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Leave me alone.
Looks like there might be. Yeah, there is.
Thought so.
Right here. You have eaten stuff. Was any of it tasty?
Masters Trey Trimble and Lucana are dead. They ventured too close to the lair and were attacked. There was something else leading the Rakghouls. It seemed impervious to the power of the Force.
The way
And
she says,
here we've now drawn its attention.
Master Kirby. Where's the last one? There's the dead person over there, so maybe... Yep, there it is.
We should fight that champion.
Okay, we'll do it. Look at them.
Yep, I was getting resources.
Oh, that makes sense.
We are being picked off one by one. We have doused our fire, but still they find us. They seem to smell the Force in us. The light draws out their own darkness. We were wrong. This is far worse than a plague. They cannot be saved. I hope we still can...
Oh, okay, let's go kill this dude.
Taking the shot.
And then I had to be closer to interrupt. The shrapnel ability is an AoE, but it does a lot of damage, so it's still worth using single target.
Yeah, that'll
X, have you played Star Wars The Old Republic? Might as well kill 2 more Rakghouls. Alright, let's throw our way in. Here. I'll join. It's silly in his rave. I love it. Oh, good. I joined the rave this time. I can't hear the music this time. You played 0 of Star Wars of anything? You really? X, if you want my a suggestion, I think you might enjoy Jedi Fallen Order. That might be up your alley. Pretty sure there's a PS5 version of it that fixes a lot of the issues people had with the earlier games too, so might be worth checking out. I think you'd enjoy it. Alright. Go in here. Okay, so to the south, there's searched infested excavation site. Irradiated Rakghouls. Okay. Go to the south and then to the north. See it. Oh, well, yeah, I mean, if you watch other people play the game, it definitely diminishes the game. That's true. Got it. Celebrating that mutated Rakghoul. Alright, guys. But even still, if you ever want a fun experience, to anybody that is an X, and hasn't played it, I really enjoy Jedi Fallen Order.
You're smarter than you look.
It's not necessarily a game I would ever play on stream because I'm really bad at those style of games, and it took me so long to get good at even basic things in that, but...
Now we're more like each other again.
Excellent. Exactly. That was a really quick quest.
Yeah.
We're gonna kill irradiated Rakghoul. These guys count? Oh yeah, it's the one's literally called an irradiated Rakghoul. So Axe, I read what you said about Witch in the 100 Knight too. Silly, have you played Witch in the 100 Knight?
Played what?
Witch in the 100 Knight.
No.
So Axe has been posting about it in the Discord, his adventures through it. It looks like a rather interesting game that I kind of want to play because of his posts. How you finding it? Axe, you still enjoying it? Have you reached a point that I reach in Fire Emblem games where I'm like, alright, I gotta rush through this now because it's no longer as exciting as it was? Die, irradiated Rakghouls. Fuck you, Rakghoul. What makes an elder a Rakghoul an elder?
Good question.
You're not in a rush due to the lack of excitement, more so because you want to finish this before we play the new games that are coming out. Bosses in the game take too long to kill, so that is definitely an issue I've had with other games. Like I loved Bahamut Lagoon, as you guys know. I just recently finished that on stream. My only real complaint about it is some monsters, well, many monsters late game, like most strategy RPGs, just become huge damage sponges, and it takes forever to kill them. Now, there are things I could have done to make it a little quicker, sure, but they still would have taken a while.
I see, okay.
Oh, silly, look, there's a mutated Nekghoul Nightmare over there.
I figured out the way to not pull threat from you is to like do a few AoEs and then immediately drop all my coins on the ground.
Drop all your coins on the ground. I love it. I'm spamming all my abilities, so I don't know why you pulled right.
I just do a lot of damage, and a lot of it like as soon as I'm hitting things, like everything's taking so much damage at once. Give those to me.
Figure out what I can get rid of to get them.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Well, it's
Thanks very
essential
much.
companion. Okay. Gloves. Great for me. Are they upgrade for you?
Yeah.
Great. Apparently they are Oh, they're bind unequipped, so you should be able to take.
Why does it say that? Alright, well, let's see what happens. Oh, there we go.
Worked.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, now we're gonna find one more irradiated Rakghoul because for some reason they decided to stick only 4 of them.
Next level, I'm gonna get a new ability that lets me do even more damage. Thanks.
Bruh! There you go. Alright, once we get out of here, I gotta reset the recording. Wait, hang on, there's something else we gotta do in here.
Oh, yeah.
Hang on, I just map. Not fight this guy, but he's in the way, so we'll kill him too. Force Soldier's got nothing on me. I'm a soldier, or a Republic trooper who's weirdly strong enough to fight off Force users. Max, what game do you got lined up next? Yeah, we gotta go up in here and hit this terminal.
This guy's back, we should kill him. Oh, he's attacking you anyway.
It looks like we didn't really have a choice. I like how the music just like starts like this is the most frantic theme ever. He didn't stand a chance.
On your feet.
Yep, my inventory's full again.
I don't know what they're thinking, opening this place to colonization.
Have you considered having your inventory not full of things?
I did get a weapon apparently. I have considered it, but it unfortunately it has not worked. Alright, is there anything now that we need in this area? There's that down there. Find the missing convoy that we gotta do. Then the Brawl Settlement. But so let's teleport back to Morn Speeder. If that's one.
Morn?
Morn,
Is
yeah.
there?
Yep. And I will reset our recording.
Good job.
Ugh.